Hi everybody, I'm Jeff with Virginia Paranormal Investigations, and tonight we're down here in Fredericksburg, Virginia at the beautiful Deep Creek Vintage, and this is an old plantation home that was built around 1750, and there are some claims of paranormal activity here, so we're going to go inside tonight and we're going to look around and see what we can find and keep you posted about what we turn up in the investigation.
What we've got is we've got a trail cam down at the end of this very long hall here. We also have one of those laser pens that shoots out the laser grid. There's reported to be a lot of activity in the bedrooms that are at the very end of this hallway, which is why we chose this particular location to set it up.
We're also doing a baseline sweep right now where we're going through. I have the ambient thermometer, we're taking some pictures, and we have another team going through with EMF detectors just to give us a baseline reading to go off of when we start the investigation. Yeah, I do hear that. Where's that coming from?
It's coming from back here.
I still can't pinpoint it.
It's coming from back in here somewhere.
I mean, does it sound like any kind of heat vent or anything like that?
No, what it sounds like is perhaps an animal in the wall scratching, but it sounds like it's probably a little larger than a mouse.
It sounds bigger than a mouse.
It does sound bigger than a mouse.
Is it coming from outside the window?
I don't know. It's gonna be something. Maybe something in the window thumping or. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
What's that?
There's a window AC unit in this window, and it's got two pieces of styrofoam on either side of it. And when the wind blows, it kind of moves that styrofoam and thumps it back and forth.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, so we're down here in the basement, and I was checking everything out with electricity. I go up high, I can tell there's electricity up here. That's supposed to work, right? But does the electromagnetic pulse, is this thing that sensitive that it works way down here? I don't know. But you know, it's
But what was going on with this one over here? They weren't getting the same reading or something?
yeah, hers isn't working. Like
Yeah, mine,
at the same exact spot.
right.
And earlier I was over here. Something about this spot right here, because I know there's electricity, and this is a live wire right here, and that usually works. But the problem is, or the issue is, it's a pretty good stretch. I mean, are these things that sensitive to electricity? I don't know. It's pretty low, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right, yeah. But then when you go up a little bit, it stops.
it was.
Well, it was.
Yeah. It's
Now
not
we
now.
have had some weird. Do you remember that house in what was it, Virginia Beach that we were at? We had a weird situation where there were ceiling fans way up above us, and the lights that were on the ceiling fans were emitting the EMF.
Okay.
But we couldn't. When we lifted the detector up, we didn't get anything. It was only about chest high that we were actually getting readings. So I don't know why. It's kind of odd, and I wish somebody could probably explain that to me, but it might be that it's just something about the way it's, you know, flowing.
Yeah.
It's in the 50s. Just the, it does that by itself. It's just the angle, I think, that the door's at.
Yeah, I think the same thing, because I had it propped open with something.
Okay. Hello. Is anybody in the other world in here?
I entered this. Is this an old bathroom? Looks like. And it was about knee high. I got a pretty good spike, but it went away pretty quickly, and I can't quite get it back.
See if I can verify it with the super sensor.
Yeah.
And you know, that's interesting when, you know, it's not there 1 minute and it is there the next. It's almost like something passed by, you know?
Yeah.
That must be it, because I'm not getting anything.
And I mean, it was a pretty high spike.
There's some electrical cords here, but nothing's on. So.
And nothing that's giving you a spike.
No. I would say that's a confirmed hit of something.
What are you doing?
Okay, so this is that little side hallway, right?
Yes. You got cobwebs on you?
Well, no, that's the thing. I went like that, and I swear that it felt like my hair went.
Oh.
And I was trying to feel like,
If there's any suction in there.
yeah, like air.
Yeah, I took a picture of the creepy people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't get much without the flash.
Anything coming up in any of those pictures that you've seen so far?
No, but it's really kind of hard to tell. I'm going to have to sit down for a few minutes and review them because there is so much stuff sitting around in here that I really can't see if there's orbs or anything. The only place I did see one little thing was an orb up in the attic. I took one photograph of that kind of isolated end of the attic there, and it looks like I've got a pretty good orb from that. So we're going to have to kind of see, you know, take a look at the pictures and see what we can figure out. But I'll review them. I'll look at all of the mirrors, because there's thousands of mirrors in this place, and all of the windows, and just to make sure there's nothing really strange
and
before we leave.
I hate to be that guy, but you know, we have so many mirrors, so many windows, so many different glass surfaces.
Yes.
So much dust just because we are in an antique store.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be kind of hard without
It is
blowing them
it
up to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, I started coming down the hallway by myself to do the readings in these back rooms, and all of a sudden, I hit about right here, and I just had like no feeling. So I'm fine going by myself. So it kind of creeped me out. I turned around and I went back and I got them right away. So we started doing the readings in these back rooms, and I had mentioned to her, the owner of the house, that I feel like the name Emily is really, really strong to me, and she said that is a coincidence because somebody from her last investigation here, she said that she felt like the name Emily kept popping up.
Oh, wow.
So we went in these back rooms, and the three of us were in here, and we all three heard about three pretty distinguishable sounds in this back bathroom. We all went to go see what it was, but there's nothing in there.
Okay, so over here we do have a confirmed piece of styrofoam in the window, and we're going to take care of that noise right now. But in this particular room over here, I noticed a difference of feeling when I stepped from this room to the next room over.
Absolutely.
And
How would you describe that difference?
Walking through here, I did a secondary walkthrough to make sure I can confirm this feeling. And this room over here seems like I feel more sorrow. And then when I walk directly through this doorway to the other one, I feel more comfortable. Like,
The guy said like homely, like comfortable.
Wow.
yeah. And then we also heard, as we were standing in the comfortable room, we all three heard a creaking sound of this plastic sound of the soap. And we came over here and we got no EMF readings, but we all three heard that. And there's nothing that could make that noise.
On the way here, I stopped at the gas station and got a 4-pack of AAA batteries for my recorder. I put 2 in my recorder, and then I have 2 left in my pack. So I started with full batteries. I have done 2 little quick unofficial recordings, one in the attic and one in this room right here, just after Jeff thought that he saw some kind of a shadow or just something that he wasn't sure. And now after, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes tops of using it, my batteries are completely dead. It won't do anything.
Right now I think we're gonna take the flashlights and the spirit box and we're gonna go up to this top back bedroom where we all heard a couple things. And we're gonna try to do a flashlight session.
We know who will be holding it tonight.
And we'll see if we get any results.
Okay, well, I guess we should just begin.
Well,
Can you turn the blue light off for us? Can you turn that off?
Holy freaking crap.
Thank you.
Seriously.
All right, we are not here to harm anybody. We're not here to bother you. We simply want to communicate. We want to just know that you're here. If there's someone here with us, can you turn the silver flashlight on for us? In case you don't know, these flashlights are these metal sticks that we have sitting here and here.
Maybe we don't know our colors.
Maybe.
Or the blue.
That's the blue flashlight. Can you turn the silver one on for us? Just to let us know that you're actually here. These things, occasionally we notice that they will go on and off randomly. So we like to try to test it by getting it to turn one of the other flashlights on. This is the silver flashlight here. Can you turn this one on? That's another question we've had, is that maybe one of them's easier to manipulate than the other one is?
Would it make a difference if maybe they were close together or no?
I don't know. We have tried moving them around, maybe it might make a difference. And sometimes it seems like if one of them doesn't come on at all, we'll just try to reset that one and make sure it's set correctly. Now, we'd like to see you try turning the silver flashlight on. Can you do that? See, it didn't take hardly any movement to get it turned on.
Did you hear footsteps?
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it mine?
Mm-mm.
It was the second time I heard them.
where'd you hear them coming from?
Me too. It's the second.
Second time, yeah, down the hallway. It was like, and then it stopped.
For a split second, I can see the purple lights reflecting off of
The floor?
the pictures or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And at one point, I saw them completely gone for just
Really?
a split second.
And I can't wait to see that trail cam recording. Scott, why don't you try talking? See if it responds more to a man than a woman.
Ask if their name.
Okay. Is your name Emily? By chance? And what we're gonna do is, we'll say a yes will be the blue flashlight, so that way we can. But to help confirm things, we'll use the silver flashlight as a no. but we don't know if you can turn the silver flashlight on yet. So we're wondering if you could do that for us. Can you turn this? Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
that's a yes.
All right. Then can you turn both of them off? Turn the blue one off. All right. So we're gonna do a yes and no question answer session, and I'll ask some questions, and everybody else might ask you some questions as well when I run out of questions. Is your name Emily? Do you like to stay in this room? Okay. Can you turn the blue light off, please? Thank you. All right.
You want to play with this doll, maybe? Can you rock the cradle?
So saying, yeah.
Did that go off? Or no, that was the camera.
Is this on?
Yeah, it's on.
No.
No doll?
I don't know. I don't know that was, whether
That
that was
rock the
no
cradle?
Well, we asked 2 questions.
Okay. Yeah.
So we spent some time in here doing a flashlight session. Also spent some time doing a spirit box session. The flashlights seemed like they were quite responsive, and we got some kind of definitive answers to some of our questions. So, but the spirit box, we thought maybe we were hearing some things. We're going to have to kind of take that back and analyze the digital voice recordings that we did of the spirit box session and see exactly what we've got.
I think there was a 10-year-old girl with blonde hair, maybe. All right, so this is the room that earlier Jeff, he said he saw something moving within this room and nobody else was in here as they're passing by. So we're gonna do the spirit box in here and ask some questions. The feelings I had in here was kind of like a stressful feeling, and if I feel anything in here, but so we'll see what happens. We'll do the voice box and then we'll do, or the spirit box, and then we'll do some flashlight action. Hello. We got the voice box in here, so we might be able to pick up your voice and say something. Do you have a name?
What was that name again?
Can you repeat what you just said?
Probably some Taco Bell.
I thought it called you. I thought he said now we're talking.
Oh.
I thought he said not talking.
Oh.
We would like for you to talk to us. There's a team right here. Can you tell us somebody that's in this room? Can you tell us their name?
If you said someone's name, can you repeat it? Can you say that name again? Can you make it beep one more time for us?
The needle is moving over here. I'm watching the needle just fluctuate just a little bit.
Do you want us to stay in this room? Can you make that beep?
The needle's still moving. If you don't make it beep, we're gonna leave.
Both of them are on.
See, I was feeling like we were alone there for a little while.
I know.
Do you want to? Go ahead.
Do you want us to stay and talk to you some more?
How about if you want us to leave? Can you make that thing beep?
All right. That's like the second or third time we've gotten a response that sounded like it wanted us to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I heard it a couple times on the box.
I think
Okay.
we should just
Go to different.
You heard it on the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we first turned it on, there was something that sounded like it said go,
Go.
or...
Well, yeah, we did that one.
So we're here in the attic. There's 3 of us here. We've sent another 3 people downstairs into the basement. We've each got digital voice recorders, and we're going to do an EVP session and see what we can find.
All right. And we got the recorder going. We also have an EMF detector set up on the floor there. And we'd like to know if there is anybody here with us. If there is, we don't want to trespass or intrude or be here unwanted by any means. We would just like to know if there's anything we can do to help you, if there's anything that you'd like to tell us.
Can you tell us your name?
We do have some traffic going by in the background.
Do you stay up here in the attic, or do you wander around the house? Were you here while the fire happened?
Was this your bedroom at one time, or is it still your bedroom?
All right, so we were in here in the oldest room in the house, and I was trying to do some kind of trickery thing with the mirrors. I've heard sometimes that when you have multiple mirrors going through, it might cause some kind of strange phenomenon. So I took this mirror right here and I was holding it really gently, and then I pointed it at that mirror right there and had Kyle take a picture with me holding this mirror so it would go back and forth. And what we got here was, it looks like a hand, and we pretty much identify that it's not Kyle's hand because it looks like a man hand, and it looks like it's kind of like picking my nose with its thumb. But we're still trying to figure that out. We might have to.
Can we take a look at this picture? Do you have it up there?
Well, it's it's in the phone.
Yeah,
we
let's
can
see that.
analyze
Let's
that
see that.
somehow, but I don't know if that'll pick it up on the.
So this-
I just don't see how it's not his hand. Like,
Where is
wasn't-
It
I know it
wasn't though. He was 2-handed.
Where is it at?
holding the mirror.
Point it out in here
I
if
was
you
holding the
can.
mirror
Right
really-
Nose.
here.
Look at his nose. It's not his hand, and it's not my
Can you
hand.
blow it up anymore?
see, and I'm like, okay, it's a black sleeve. It's got to be hers. But she's like, but I don't have man hands.
Right.
Cold was the cold.
All right, so we also, what started this whole miscommunication thing, it turns out that it was Kyle's hand that was picking my nose, but it wasn't picking my nose. It was some kind of weird thing going on in the mirror. She doesn't have man hands though. So what started that was there was an image that we saw in this mirror over here, and a darker shadow.
I'm gonna let you. I'm not gonna let my hands in there.
She's gonna start wearing gloves.
If you could see in here, there's sort of an image that you can see with
Oh
maybe a woman's image.
Oh, that's
With
pretty
long
good.
hair.
Right in front of, like, half in front of the mirror and half in front of the wall there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
looked like she was going like peeking over, kind of.
That one.
Right.
But I think it looks like she has brown hair. Yeah.
I don't know. And so, in a different shot, it was just like kind of a dark corner. With, Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I decided to do the trick with the mirrors, and that was just, it was a failure with the mirrors, but could try it in the future, maybe. Overall, we had a really good session. We had really good success with all the flashlights, and we had a sensor light go off in the hallway upstairs, and we did some EVP sessions. We'll analyze that later, figure out if we caught anything. The voice box, we heard a few things. I never seem to hear it that clearly, but we have a couple of hits on words on that, but overall it seemed pretty active, and that was exciting.
I have to agree with everything that he just said, but in all, it was really a good night, and I would definitely come back again. It's like we could probably have spent another couple hours in here easy.
Yeah, there was much more here to see, much more than we really expected there to be. And we really appreciated that we were able to come around and look at all of these fine, beautiful things in here, but also to see the history and the age in the house. And you can just feel, you know, the movement. You can feel the life that was lived in this place. And that's probably the most interesting thing. I'm really excited about going back and listening to the EVPs and seeing what we found, and trying to discern if we had any responses to some of our questions.
I think everyone, you know, pretty much touched on everything. Yeah, definitely a lot of activity going on, a lot of sounds, a lot of creaks, a lot of seemingly intelligent responses with the boxes and the flashlights. And hopefully we'll find something interesting.